Have you ever thought about the journey that somebody takes through your property? From that first impression as they're walking into your property, even the steps leading up to it, all the way to that final impression that they get when they leave the site. So, based on your business, based on whatever your goal is, you are going to have people at your property. That is a fact. And everyone meets a property for the first time. Just like we meet people for the first time, properties give off impressions. We're discussing what is the first impression that your property is going to give off. Keep in mind that people are going to be coming from different places. If you have a retail property, then people might be coming there to shop. They're coming from a different place and they have a certain attitude. They have something in mind that they want to accomplish when they meet your property for the first time. What's that first impression like when they actually go there? But not only that, what's the first impression like of your property anywhere? If it's on the internet, what's that first impression like? What's the shot of the property that you choose to post on a website or post on Google or post on Yelp, whatever it may be? But when you have that first impression of a property, it's going to be cemented in people's minds. And that's super important for you to understand. Your first impression is going to last with people. So let's talk about how this would work. So your first impression of property begins when they see the facade, when they walk up to it, when they have their emotions of what it is they want to accomplish. Then they walk through the property. There's first steps. When someone walks into a property, they look to their left, they look to the right. What is it that they see? You want to curate that so that you lead people through an experience when they're there. What is that experience that you want people to have? Whether that's your employee, do you want them to come in and see something that really inspires them, that leads them to doing a great job that day? Whether it's somebody that's looking to shop there, you want to be intentional with every single step. So how do you accomplish that? Well, you actually begin by walking the property and taking your time, really being aware of that first step into a property. Go into a corner of the property that seems forgotten about, a corner of the property that hasn't been looked at or feels weird to even walk to. It doesn't feel natural. Go sit in that corner. Sit on the ground and just look up. And what do you see? You're going to see things in a different light. I guarantee you. And you're going to be able to create a journey. As you walk through the property, think of what happens when somebody is going and leaving that property. What's that lasting impression that your property gives off? Is it a particular sound? Is it a particular scent? There's a lot of retail companies that have done really well by making sure that their scents are part of that experience when someone leaves the site and has that final impression. So walk through that path that your employee, that your customer is going to take, that you would take. Look for the little nooks and crannies, the little spots that don't get any love. Sit there. Create a different kind of experience for yourself where new ideas can come to you about heightening the experience and aligning to that impression that you want people to have. And then at the end of it, go back to what would be their last and final impression before they leave you and they leave your space. As you align to that, you are going to leave people with a deeper experience about your property and about what they've witnessed in your space. At Commercial Real Estate, that's exactly what we do. We double down on that first impression of your property, and we double down on making sure that once they leave your doors, it's a lasting impression.